Welcome to the High Kings Bionicle chat. Fireside chat. Returning from a 1 week hiatus. Water damage on my laptop that appears to have not had any lasting impacts. That's pretty nice. So, as far as stuff going on, I feel like we haven't had much drama, and I don't have
so little, in fact, that Rand tried to instigate some.
Yeah, Rand posted in incident discussions. Where's the drama?
And then Kuzi posted something serious. Thanks, Rand.
I guess as far as events, we've got, I think, Khan, you and Manigodi are planning a league tournament, right, later this month?
Yeah, October 20th is the date we've set so far. Still working on a name. I imagine once we have that figured out, you'll see announcements. Ideally, it will be an invitational, so we'll have some other groups in here, maybe.
Cool. Well, Pato, I don't know. Did you want to reveal your Halloween idea, or did you want to keep that a secret?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
It's not a secret that I'm doing something. I just haven't hammered out all the details quite yet.
Wait,
Okay.
you do stuff?
Oh, come on now. It's like the only thing I do around here is events.
True.
Well, other than that, I don't think we have anything big planned. We've been just kind of cruising. With the new roll call schedule, which I think is a good change. I feel like, I don't know, it's just a little easier to keep track of. There's always a roll call happening. Then
Yes.
every other Monday night it ends, and then it starts from Tuesday. And I feel like it works pretty well.
I agree.
Honestly, I'm very happy with the way we do it now because I cannot tell you how many times I've heard, "Hey, wait a minute, roll call ended. Can I still post?" And I'm like, not really, because they usually wait until after roll call to ask that kind of question.
For some reason, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, Vest, how's the whole changing war bands coming along?
well,
The
there's been-
changes that we wanted to make, yeah.
Yeah, so I think every warband has kind of picked a game or two that they kind of focus on, except for Kvasir's, which wants to be for lore. The Kvasir's is in sort of a weird spot since Fight Bonnie kind of bowed out, so yeah. But I think every warband essentially has a purpose, so probably what I'll do is I'll do like a handbook update or something like that, where I state those purposes explicitly, and then the other thing big thing I wanted to make is make this Scribes Guild, which I'm not sure if I've talked about that before, but I just wanted to make a group of people who are willing to write stories and stuff, especially warband codexes for anybody who wants this. So if like a Huskarl or whoever wants help with their codex, they can just get somebody from the Scribes Guild to write it for them. So I want to make that, and then I'll probably just like kind of post a call to arms for like anybody who wants to make a warband on a game that we don't have, and or if we have like enough people that play that game that we could have multiple warbands for that game. So that's kind of the plan. I think just a couple days ago we kind of got all the purposes figured out, so probably do that relatively soon. I've been kind of busy with Eodor grinding ranked League of Legends, to be honest with you.
Did you guys play all night?
We've been playing all night quite a lot, yeah. We've been
Because I was up till like 2 and I'd see you on, and then I'd wake up and it's like, I don't know, 10 o'clock and you're still on. I'm like, good lord, guys, give it a break.
Well, there's only about a month left in the season, so we're kind of trying to, really get on the grind. Although we haven't been very successful thus far. We've made literally no progress. In fact, Eodor is lower than when he started.
Oof.
But it's fun, you know. I mean, I like to think that we're getting better at the game, hopefully, which I guess is the most important thing. But anyway, yeah, so that has been sort of occupying my time, but I am planning on doing a handbook update, and there's a couple other things, like some story stuff, like I want to finish the origin of the Manilings. I know Manigo is looking forward to that being completed. And, yeah.
Origin of the Yormlings.
Yes, that is technically on the docket somewhere down the line when I get to it.
Can I make a quick announcement?
Sure, yeah, I'm out of stuff.
Okay, just giving my weekly reminder, or right now bi-weekly since we missed last week. There is now officially only, or just under a month left to sign up for Secret Odin. I have just put in the announcements. I made it again so that it's further up the list. So you just click on that link there and fill out the form to sign up. We have 13 people and our goal is 20. So we're looking for more people to sign up. The more the merrier.
Cool.
Well, 13 is something, but yeah, it would be cool to get more. I think
Yeah.
I'm signed up. Like 90%
Yes, you are.
sure I signed up. Okay.
I signed up even though at the time I had no money, but I'm probably gonna have money. So that's me sweet.
You can always handcraft a some sort of I don't know.
Right.
Something.
Yeah, have fun with a crafting item that looks like a 2-year-old did it.
More authentic.
In fact, everybody in this voice channel is signed up besides Khan. So, hey there.
And then promptly after the Secret Santa, we're going to have the gift exchange for anyone who's interested. I'm kidding. That's not a thing.
And then we're gonna shame everybody who didn't participate, like Khan.
Maybe he's just having flashbacks of the Secret Santa from like 4 years ago.
Yeah, I was waiting for my Jinx figurine and it never came, so.
Blame the Chinese eBay seller who scammed me.
Yeah, well, when it shows up, I'll participate in the Secret Santa, right?
Oh, come on.
No, this can't have that happen because it's just people giving it to each other instead of me ordering everything on eBay.
I'm just waiting for the addresses so I can just start doxing people.
Your mistake was ordering on eBay.
I'm gonna give you somebody that only gave their email address. No doxing for you.
Yikes.
If you want to come and visit me, Kusi, by all means.
Same.
Well, we're about 10 minutes in, and I really don't have anything else to bring up.
Well, I guess I got one thing.
Sure.
So as everybody I think already noticed, board game night is kind of done. I might like ask around and see, hey, do you guys want to play board games once in a while? But for the most part, our weekly board game night is done.
Oh my god.
I'm currently working on something else that everybody in my warband will be interested in that will hopefully also pick up interest from others in the clan, which StarCraft night. I'm thinking of doing that on a weekly basis. The first time I did it was kind of out of the blue, and we had 12 people attending, and I believe at least 4 of them were not part of a StarCraft warband. So I'd consider that pretty successful. Hoping that we'll see similar success if I make it a weekly event. I'm just kind of hammering out the details right now of what time would work best and what day. So it's not quite ready for tomorrow, but in the near future, it should be taken care of and done.
Well, sad to see board game night fading away, but sounds like there's some hope for a replacement event. So that's cool.
Yeah. Should be just as fun, I think. Well, there's Soulite.
Look who's late to the party.
Hey, an actual Jarl.
A wild Jarl appears.
Yeah, on that note, Inarion, just reminded me, guys, don't forget, if you want to watch a movie night started last week. It was actually a decent
Ooh.
success. This week, same time, it's going to be on Saturday, 10 p.m. EST. This week we'll be watching Idiocracy.
Interesting.
Dang, you guys have had some good picks. These are some of my favorite movies.
How about
Well,
some
And
Dogma?
I missed Spaceballs last week. I'm pretty disappointed.
It's all Voynich who's
Saw that
so
too.
far who's been recommending these. And you know, Spaceballs I hadn't seen for very
Yeah.
long time, so I enjoyed that. But Idiocracy I've never seen. I had never even heard of. And funny thing is, we just watched a trailer on YouTube right after Spaceballs, so it was more or less like a theater. We were watching trailers and stuff. And unfortunately, I passed the remote to Llamas, who proceeded to show us a lot of weird shit on YouTube.
Oh no.
And we spent an hour watching and laughing. It was a lot of fun. It was actually really fun. It was not just the movie. So if you guys want to join in on that 10 p.m. EST on Saturday.
Can we have a movie night of just buying compilations?
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
my goodness.
Please no.
I'm down with that.
But yeah, the way it's set up is actually really cool. On Rabbit, what I'm using is I can stream from a tab, which no one has control over but me. But then I can actually the stream can actually be moved over to a browser that anyone can use, and you just pass around the remote, and people can just take control. And that's how we were just showing each other stupid shit on YouTube. Ended up being really fun. So yeah, just a shout out to my event. It'd be cool if we had more people to watch stuff with.
Cool. Anybody got anything else?
Eh. Slow increase of numbers in the World of Warships participation. Just upgrading some buildings, additional experience, gold, that kind of stuff. Potential recruit in the works. Still working on him though. So the Kuziag line will not be dead.
Ah.
You should all be very afraid at that prospect.
Koozie, do not make the Koozie leans, please.
Oh, it's gonna happen. You're not gonna have a choice.
No,
It's
no.
almost there, my guy.
It could.
With this one
No.
recruit.
You show up.
Well, it starts with one.
I remember way back when Light was, or AKA Vitstol, AKA Eskrima, was your recruit and had
Mhm.
20, 30 odd recruits or something.
I the best family line that never was.
Oh yeah, I got sniped.
For that brief period. And
Yep, good old days.
Oh shit.
but me going for quality, so. I mean, just on a side historical note, serves me right for recruiting someone Dane brought in. Just saying. Let me be a little salty at that, but
I mean, she rebelled against House Dane, so it's like, I don't know what you make of that.
I mean, daddy issues much?
Sleeper agent.
Like, what's that?
I think you brainwashed her and then sent her back to House Dane as a sleeper agent.
No. Dane just took her. Like, oh my god, she can revive my house like
Yeah.
for millennia. Snipe.
you taught her all about the Lightling, our rebellious ways. We're the original rebels
Yeah.
from the House of Rebels.
Yeah,
Literally
we
the
are.
first major saga written about Lightlings rebelling.
OG.
Was prophesied to happen. Well,
You have-
for those of you who just joined, you may notice that we are sort of just talking because I have no more official announcements to make. So, if anybody does have anything to bring up, feel free to jump in.
I mean, I can. Do you want me to?
No, definitely
No.
not.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
I'm
an
just-
official
Man,
announcement.
I'm just saying. It's a relatively official
Is
announcement. I
it
just
WA
wanted to.
related?
It is in fact WA related.
Okay, we'll give this a try.
All right, so this official announcement is first things first, Vest. If you don't have the chair achievement in Guild Wars, you're actually fucking brain dead. Second of all, this is the actual announcement. Raids for Guild Wars 2 players next week. We're not going to be able to do it tonight as like half of our fucking guys are going to be gone. However, next week it should be definite. I'm not sure of an exact date. I'll be
It should be
making sure to
definite.
get into
Got
contact
it.
with everybody. It should be definite, yes. It's theoretically definite.
60% of the time, it works.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, as far as that one's concerned, just if you're rating, just know next week is the goal. And yeah, we should have a bunch of people there. I've recruited another raider, so we're good to go on that. We now have 11 as opposed to 10, which is always nice.
Cool. I'm definitely down for that. I have been farming up gold to, I believe last I heard, I'm running a healing druid, which is fairly cheap to actually buy the build from the builds that I've seen, compared to like buying Zerker's gear and everything.
No, it's markedly cheaper than buying Berserkers.
I don't know, Vess. I don't know if we need someone who gets one shot by a crate.
Okay. It wasn't
Yikes.
damage from the crate. Also, to be
You
fair,
got womboed by the crate.
I've like bugged out and gotten underneath the map in Guild Wars 2 like 10 times in the last month or two. I think it's becoming more and more unstable.
It's not a bug, it's a
Vest,
feature.
it sounds like the League of Legends community, you know, the League of Legends community's hatred for Vayne mains is now stretching into Guild Wars 2.
It was so crazy because I don't know how the crate targeted me, because the range is obviously not such a, I dived deep underwater because I got pulled by a guy down there, and then a guy at the top of the giant, whatever the wooden structure is, the super tall, pulled me up. It's just flying 1,000 feet into the air, and then I'm crippled, so I can't use a glider or anything to stop falling damage, so I just fell down 1,000 feet onto a wood plank and died. And it was in one of those
Everyone
zones.
who doesn't play Guild Wars 2 is like, you got one shot by a crate. Is in a box.
Oh yeah, like literally a box. No, it's like a serpent thing. But yeah, and it was in one of those zones where all the waypoints are contested, so there's nowhere to respawn anywhere nearby. Good times.
That is a bit of a yikes.
I was just laughing the whole time. I wasn't mad. I was just so ridiculous. It's like I said, I get it bugs out sometimes where I'm on my mount like underneath the world, and I literally can't.
And as I said, it's a feature.
Yeah, I can't get back on top of the ground. I'm just stuck like crawling around underneath it, looking at all like the polygons and stuff. Quality game. Well,
Small company.
what?
Small indie company. Give them a break.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's less buggy than League, but I'm not really sure. I never really encounter bugs in League because I'm too busy just playing terribly. It's like, oh, I think there was a bug there, but I died anyway, regardless. Well, anybody have any other announcements? We have the Guild Wars 2 rating coming up. That'll be cool. Any other thoughts, discussion topics, questions, comments?
Not much to talk about today.
I'd like to speak about the permanent exile of all brand players. Get them out of here. That is all.
I can only think of one brand player off the top of my head.
And who would that be?
Ducky.
Oh yeah,
Becky,
he's
you
a
do
brand
this, sir?
main. Yeah.
So
That.
Ducky's on
Yeah,
the chopping
we
block.
can exile him now. We
I-
think about it.
I
Let it
play
be
some
written.
brand though. I
Let it be
played
done.
one or two brand ranked games. I'm pretty sure we lost though.
Then you're redeemed.
As long as we don't win with brand.
I went 28-0 in ARM with brand once.
Yeah, I think there's like sort of a couple champs. I think Jin, Brand, Fiddlesticks, Nivea's fairly good. There's like a couple others, you know, that are just in ARAM were just so ridiculous.
Speaking of ARAM. ARAM anyone? Or normals?
Absolutely not. Not a snowball's chance in hell, as a matter of fact.
I'd
Snowball?
probably do it actually.
I'd play.
I don't know. Are we gonna call Fireside?
I mean, I'm taking the snippet of who's attended, so I think we're good.
Yeah, I don't think we have a whole lot else. You know, it's not. I'm honestly kind of surprised when we hit an hour. Honestly, I think it sort of became the norm because it kept happening. But yeah, anybody have any final closing thoughts? I guess we'll probably call it otherwise.
From a band brand players.
Rand Leafer is now going to be called Drama Leafer.
Okay, it's
Yes,
a shame name.
yes.
I
Grandma
can support this. I can support this.
Doesn't even
Yeah, they-
sound right.
It doesn't sound right because it's a
Shut
shame
up,
name.
Drama Leafer.
Drama Leafer, first of all. That's the only problem I have with it.
Whoa, dude! This is a spot.
Secondly,
Now that I said
drama
that,
brings us
I'm gonna
together
go make some
more than
popcorn.
anything. Have you noticed that firesides are an hour long when there's drama?
Yeah, I'm very
Yeah.
happy right now because nothing's going on.
I would rather be a little more apart if the alternative is drama. Bring
Why
us
is my chair
together, honestly.
sideways?
I don't know. I think the last week or two seemed really, really smooth, like a breath of brilliant.
Like
mountain
a 5
fresh air.
messages in all things smooth.
Yeah, and it's just somebody saying like, "Why hasn't anybody said anything?" That's just the message. Well, all right. I guess we'll stop the stream there then. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you everybody watching live or the VOD. We'll see you next Thursday at 5 Pacific.